Dromo Hermanos Rodriguez in beautiful Mexico City, Mexico, for the season finale of the inaugural season of Golden Class. Chargers has wrapped up the championship, but luckily we do have a bit of a full grid. I'm Kid and Petter, coming to you live from my mom's basement as always, and I am joined by my friend W. What's going on, W?
Hello. I don't know you're gonna open up with that, but that's actually quite legit good. I'm
yep.
good. I'm good.
I've failed my fair share of Spanish classes in my time. Just enough to pick up the basics. What we do have is we have Bam Bam with a commanding lead with 115.297. Next closest is Breezy with a 741. And as for that, I mean, there are really only 4 guys in the 15s as of right now. I think we got Chargers on an outlap. I would say that he would be the prohibitive favorite to get the pole today, but I don't know. Bam Bam came in, threw down that 15-2. I wonder what he can do. Oh, Jippo comes through with a 15 flat. And Jippo's he's in a heated battle for P3 in the championship right now. He's only about 5 spots ahead of Lucking You Up, or 5 points ahead. So there's a lot to play for once we get down the order. Obviously, Chargers has wrapped up the season championship. Bam Bam has locked up P2. But then you got Jippo Lucking You Up. P-Dog's in that mix. But we're going to be looking at the race for P3 here.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's all tied up. Bam Bam. Yeah, but yes. Wait, sorry, not Bam Bam. Flying Jippo and Lucking You Up. As you said, Lucking You Up needs to finish ahead of Flying Jippo, and he's now in 3rd as of now. And also, it's pretty tight the Constructors Championship, as both Red Bull and Renault are still up for grabs for the champions. Renault's last season.
That is true. That is true. I have a little bit. I'm following along with Chargers right now. I think Chargers might have gotten his lap invalidated already. Going through turn 3.
He gave up. Yeah.
Not entirely sure though. It looks like he's still going at pace. Yeah, he's yep. He's giving up on that lap. And it looks like Breezy's
Bam Bam now finishing
again.
his lap. Oh, that's quite close. Not enough.
0.003 of a second right there. Got a whole lot to play. We got 5.5 minutes left, so we should be able to get one more run in for all of these drivers right now. As I think Chargers is probably he's gonna go for another lap, even though he's already blown his first one. It's right along with the season champion.
Coming into turn 1, DRS open, looking for 100-meter board. Breaks to 3rd, coming nicely to the curb, and then go to the 2nd. Good jump to the sausage curb, trying to manage to get a good traction coming into the 2nd DRS zone. Not about to take his spark of the point, not to take it, but it's quite slow. Coming to turn 4, missing the curb just a little bit, trying to have it wide for turn 5, a bit wide.
Ooh, that might be another.
Validated.
It wasn't. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's tricky with the track invalidations around here. It's easy to get. I have a feeling that today we're going to be seeing a lot of them, and it looks like he...
Yeah, he validated it again.
Yeah, he has given up. But he should have one more go. One more bite at the cherry. Is Lucking You Up.
Oh, there's a spinning McLaren.
Uh-oh.
Jeez.
Ooh, pulling a bow toss. Yeah, and Peraltalda. The abbreviated Peraltalda. The interesting circuit, though. Highest elevation out of any circuit on the Formula 1 calendar. One of the shortest tracks. I believe elevation's around 7,200 feet. So obviously that plays a pretty big role in not only tire wear, but engine consumption, fuel consumption, and whatnot. So let's see if is that fire up slow. Is he on a hot lap? No, he's not. He's going in.
Sinister Owl might not.
I think P-Dog might be...
Starting his lap. Maybe.
I like that camera angle. As we head into the baseball stadium, one of the more unique features any circuit has to boast about. Always a good atmosphere down there.
Oh, I thought it used to be soccer stadium.
It was a baseball stadium, no.
Oh, okay. Workout races on a lap still. Lucky you just getting out of the pits. Everyone's getting out of the pits in the last seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bit of a train here. Lap times, as you can see, are only about 1:15s for most.
Case is on the lap. Coming into the slowest part of the track, turn 6.
The daunting S's.
And another thing to point out too is Case is not using any assist whatsoever. Assist! Oh, lost it on the assist.
Speak of the devil. Well, it was a good thing that you pointed that out because we don't have to explain it anymore.
Yep.
Is this Kano on a hot lap, I believe? No, it's not. I don't think he is. Let's see how...
going to train Bam Bam Chargers.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, he's not taking. Is that Bam Bam? Bam Bam followed by Chargers.
And then followed by Robin Hood Lawyer. And now followed by Kano.
I think Chargers is gonna try to get a big tail. I'm not sure what he's trying to do right now. He seems a little bit too close to Bam Bam. So we have a yellow Inceptor 2 and 3. I believe that is just for slow cars. Let's go to Chargers.
Robbie and Liar going really close to Chargers. Even if he will get that toe. There's trades, but I don't think that would be showing the asses.
Yeah. Tire wear is at a premium around here. Interesting to see so many guys going out on softs. I think it's a track where it could easily favor a reverse strategy coming from outside of the top 10 to at least get a podium. The tires really don't last too long around here, at least the softs don't. Oh, is Robin Hood in the background? You see him spinning. And Bam Bam pulls off. I'm not sure if Bam Bam's just giving up or... Yeah, there's only 40 seconds left. I don't think he's going to be able to get it. Because we're going to ride on board of our champion once again, Chargers 1000. The San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers. Superchargers. As we're heading into the baseball stadium. And let's see what kind of time Chargers can put up as we're running out. 10 seconds left. Only 10 seconds left. He might be able to squeeze another lap out. And he's going to go on pole with a 14.9. It's the first one onto the 14s.
As Flying Jeepo goes into the SS. No, sorry, baseball. Baseball stadium.
Yeah, let's see if he has an equal.
Too quick. He's gonna sacrifice his. Yeah, his X-Horn exit. There we go.
I believe Breezy's the next one out on track.
Okay.
It looks like they're... Oh, and Breezy almost hits the pit wall. I think he lost it going on the pits right there. And Fire Up's finished. Sinister is in P7. I'm looking to improve on that.
Sorry, lucky favoring for the mediums to merge. Let's see if this all goes 19.7.
Just gonna stay in P7. Fire Up, not sure if he's on a highlight. Yeah, he's already finished.
Robert Lawyer now going out of the SS.
Looks like he is the last one on track right now. Starting in P14. Not where you want to be.
Well, at least he won't start last. That'll be Coleman. The Golden Rule reserves tonight.
Yeah, Coleman's taking a step down tonight, just to pace the gold or the silver class drivers around a little bit. Huh.
All right.
Well, we were told Chargers could do 14.5s, but a 14.9 will suffice. Fire Up did get a 5 position grid spot penalty prior to us going live. Not sure what that was for. I believe he must have made contact with somebody because he was missing a big old chunk of his wing.
But other than that, I think it should be alright for him. Flying Jeepo might be favorable to take third in the championship with starting on the front grid alongside Chargers, but good to take a note that Lucky You Up's also another strategy that might be better, as we all golden drivers would like to see for tomorrow's race.
That's true, yeah, and I do just realize that I made the caption golden, unfortunately, instead of silver. This is silver class action.
Oops.
Pardon me.
Oops.
We'll take care of that in post production.
Oh, wait, someone left. Is it TCR? Stoink.
Oh, and I said round 14 too. Wow, dude. Jeez, it's round 15. What am I smoking? Crystal meth. But yeah, it will be Chargers on pole once again. I'm not sure. I've lost count of how many poles he has this season. If I had to ballpark it, I'd say somewhere in the region of 7 or 8. Obviously pretty quick. He'll be moving up to Golden Class next year, where he'll be competing against us. I think Lopez wants a shout out. Shout out to Lopez. Or no, is that Lopez or is that Dominicano Piro? I always forget.
Yeah. Yes.
But I think it's either him or Fatal. I'm not entirely sure. But Chargers on pole, Flying Jippo P2, Bam Bam P3, P-Dog Peyton with a good qualifying in P4, Breezy with a good qualifying in P5, and his Haas lucking you up, starting on the softs. Thought he was starting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought he was starting on the mediums, but I guess not. Followed by Pro Kart Racer in P8, Dolphin Chaser in P9, Kano in P10. He'll be on the mediums. First on the mediums, Fire Up Flow in P11, Destroyer making his debut. He is in P12, Case Interface P13, Robin Hood in P14, Coleman rounds out the field as the reserve driver in P15. Worst to first challenge for Coleman. Wonder how he's going to do.
Oh, another last to first challenge. First to last.
Last to first to last. Who's counting?
As Sinister all just joined. Oh,
yeah, I saw he lagged out, and then he rejoined.
I don't think his car is on the grid. That's the worst part of it too.
Predictions in the chat. Predictions for UW. You've been commenting all year. Who you got?
Omitting the fact that maybe Chargers gonna take the win. I'm gonna predict who's gonna get third. It's either Flying Jeep or Lucky You Up. I don't know. It looks like Flying Jeepos are in favorable hands, but I'm confident Lucky You Up will get the podium and maybe get the third in the championship. So we shall see.
Absolutely. This is the longest rundown to a turn one in all of Formula One. So there's plenty of action to be had. We'll probably be seeing cars fanning out 4 or 5 wide on the start. But
I'm gonna stay at the back as usual.
Go for it. Go for it. As we're about to get started here in Mexico City. Waiting for the lights. We got 1 light, 2 light, 3 lights. Maybe not. And we're off with 2 lights. Okay, thank you, Codemasters. As Chargers looks to get a pretty solid getaway, but it looks like it's Jippo. Jippo is going to get the upper hand heading into turn 1. Just look at these guys just all over the track. Oh, man. That's Bam Bam sticking it inside. Chargers gets forced out a little bit wide as P-Dog. And is going to try to maneuver his way around Chargers. Pro Kart up to P6.
Wing damage. Turn 3. Someone lost a wing.
Not sure who that was. We'll be working on that. As Coleman with an electric start up to P12. Lucky You Up already gets a 5-second penalty gained a spot as Jip went away a little bit with a little bit of oversteer in the braking zone.
As Case got a little touched by Robin Hood Lawyer, now he's spinning. He's spun, sorry.
Yeah, that's not going to be good for those mediums. Oh, no. Oh, Breezy retires from the session. Tough stuff for Breezy. Started P5. But, obviously that dirty air through the first lap, it's nothing to play with. As Jippo out to a 1.5 second lead after just one lap. 1:25.66. 1.7 seconds now. As Chargers, P-Dog, and Procart are all within a second of each other. Kano up to P6 as well on those medium tires. Not too shabby. Well, that's fire up and him battling it out for P6 right now. But Kano in a pretty good spot with as he hangs along the inside with those medium tires. Not too shabby. Don't want to. They're kind of falling back to lucking you up though as they're going side by side into the second sector. It's like Fire Up's going to get him along the outside, and lucking you up is just taking a look at it. Into the S as we go. Looks like the gap has stabilized a bit at the top. 1.7 seconds for this entire lap. Jippo running away with it. Didn't see this coming.
Oh, locking you up, going. Really wants this. Oh, the new guy, Destroyer. And also Robin Lawyer. And Case. Oh my god.
And Coleman.
And Coleman's out.
Destroy. Oh no, and he got a DNF for going the wrong way. Well, action back here as Case is just picking his way through this mess. Didn't quite see what happened, but only 3 laps in, we're down to 10 drivers.
I saw it a little bit. Destroyer spun the thing on the SS, and then Coleman's trying to avoid it, and also Robin Hood, but Robin Hood goes to the wall. But Case in your face spun on the entirely different scenarios. He's just spun by himself. So I think, if I'm wrong, then forgive me.
Drama here as Jippo does pick up a 3-second time penalty. Time penalties are going to be the flavor of the day, I'm afraid. Some really harsh track limits around the circuit. As Robin Hood leaves the session, oof, that's a tough one. Now all you have to do is just finish and you can get some points.
As Lucky Up's really struggling on the S's, he has wing damage indeed. Maybe that's his part, coming out of third P on the first lap.
Yeah, he's falling back to Dolphin Chaser right now. He's just trying to hang on. Yeah, he's missing that right front end plate. That's definitely going to be a lot of oversteer. Let's see if he jumps in the pits early. No, he's not. He's going to hang on to it. Looks like Kano dropped a lot of time ago.
Looking up to the inside of Bam Bam. Cutting out to turn 1, he's got the advantage, but Bam Bam strikes back and they bang wheels. P3.
I was wondering when he was going to make that shot, and he's going to get DRS as well. He is not going to want to. He's not waiting. He wants to stay with Chargers and Jippo here in these first few laps.
As that shenanigans fall, Lucky Up gets P7.
A good race so far from P-Dog. Chargers has cut into that gap just a little bit, but it looks like Jippo just gains so much time going through those S's, about 2/10 each lap. Must be running a little bit more wing, or maybe he's just practiced there a lot. He's pretty good at it because it is one of the tougher sections in the series.
Which?
The S's.
Oh, okay.
As Jippo's pulling a Pagano, going down the inside, breaking the slipstream, ensuring that he does not fall victim to DRS. Wonder how long these guys are going to be able to take these soft tires with the medium traction control.
sector 3 yellow.
Dolphin
Case
chasing.
again.
Yeah, now he's missing a pretty big portion of that front wing. I think he's going to be coming in, yeah. It's kind of a Dolphin Chaser switching positions.
Oh,
And Dolphin Chaser just went way too wide right there.
From the outside, Kano.
Yeah, Kano had the run. These guys are Kano had a great start, but it seems like he's just kind of fallen back ever since. I think he was pretty close to getting tangled up in that mess. The 3 cars DNF'd from a few laps ago. Let's go back up to the front. Chargers is now using that ERS. He has DRS as well. As soon as he gets onto this main straight, looks like Chargers was just letting Jippo get away, playing with him. He's toying with Jippo right now. The meme lord himself flying Jippo for Alfa Romeo. We are not getting a good... And it's going to be Chargers trying to squeeze along the outside, then inside. And he is right on the gearbox of Jippo right here with the DRS. It's going to go around the outside once again. Jippo late enough on the brakes, but I think Charger's going to be able to hold him off. Oh boy, these guys are close. And side by side through this entire section. Jippo runs wide. And he's just going to have to slot in behind him.
Better run for flying Jippo coming out of the S's.
Yeah. And P-Dog's going to be looking at this, licking his chops. He wants to get in this battle. Now the roles are going to be reversed. Jippo will have DRS on Chargers. But Chargers does have quite a bit of ERS left. As P-Dog has cut that gap from nearly 2 seconds, almost under 1. And the wing comes open for Jippo. It says he's saving ERS right now. I'm not sure why. As you can tell by the blinking red lights on the back of his car.
Funny that you mentioned that. It should be 3 lights. There should be 3 lights, but I don't see one from Chargers. I don't know. You know, because the rear wing lights thingy.
Yeah. This Charger's using illegal body modifications on his Red Bull. Stay tuned, folks. Bam Bam's down to under a second on P-Dog. Looks like he might have DRS depending on how he does this. Flying Jippo with the second 3-second time penalty. That's not what he's going to want to see. I don't think Chargers has any yet. Chargers once again just showing that he's the class of the field. Ooh, Sinister Owl says his app crashed right before the race. That's unfortunate stuff for Sinister Owl. Hate to see it. That looks like a piece of end plate in the middle of turn 3. Looks like it's from one of the racing points. Might be a glitch.
They're still there.
Ooh, Bam Bam on P-Dog. Strike him while the iron's hot. P-Dog's tires might be going off a little bit. Lap 8 of 36. Bam Bam also has a 3-second time penalty, should be noted. As Jippo is doing a good job. He's hanging in there against Chargers. Chargers is not getting away, but Chargers does have the ERS advantage by quite a bit. And Jippo's going to follow Chargers into the pits.
Trying not to do the overcut, I see.
Yeah, Bam
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 and
and
P-Dog will.
yep, Bam Bam and Peyton are gonna stick it out. Here they might be able to gain a little bit extra time. Let's see this race off of Pit Road. It looks like I think those were the only two of the pit, both throwing on mediums. And I think Chargers might have got a little bit better of a release there. As Jippo comes out about 2.5 seconds behind. Chargers was less than about half a second. Guess that's the difference between the Red Bull mechanics and the Alfa Romeo mechanics. Max Verstappen had the best pit stop ever this past weekend in Brazil.
It almost turned into worse. Well, he didn't hit the Williams though, so that's good.
Speaking of Williams, P-Dog 6/10 behind Bam Bam. Let's see if these guys are going to pit this lap, or if one of them wants to try for a more drastic overcut. Depending on how that tire wear is, it might come into play later. These guys are all pretty close to each other. Nope, they're both going to pit. Let's see how these guys come out. Fire Up is going to stick it out one more lap. You see Pro Kart Racer in the pits, lucking you up in the pits. The Dolphin Chaser's going to, yeah, he's going to stay out as well. And then the rest of these guys are, yeah. Now Chargers on this fresh set of mediums is going to be trying to get past Kano and Dolphin Chaser as quickly as possible. Kano goes in way deep into turn 1. And Chargers going to get it done, I gotta say, sooner than later, probably in this DRS zone. Well, maybe not. Chargers going to get a little bit better of an exit out of the hairpin. It's not really a hairpin, it's more of a double apex pin, but nonetheless, as Jippo back here in P4, he's going to have to get around these guys as soon as possible as well. I guess no patch. Oh, Jippo almost hits the back of Dolphin Chaser on those 9-lap old softs. Jippo just going to have to back out there. He's going to throw it in, entering the stadium section. Up to P4 from Jippo. Still about 2 seconds behind the Chargers.
We can feel the sense of urgency coming out from Flying Jippo's crash helmet. He needs to pass Dolphin, he needs to pass him now, and he did. There's still precious seconds. 1.7 seconds to Chargers.
Now it's Bam Bam who's going to have to get around Chargers. Dolphin Chaser, in order to catch the main group. Do you think they can go soft to mediums? They can't take the mediums the entire distance, can they? W?
That's
maybe like 27, 28
so.
Laps. I think they're probably going to have to throw on softs once again at the end of the race.
Yeah. I don't think it's doable, but I don't know about if what it assessed into the calculations. But I don't think so, because the nature of the track itself.
Yeah. Sean Hansen says some great action tonight. I would have to concur. Astute observation, Sean.
SP Dog.
It's Bam Bam.
It's 5th.
Bam Bam gets around Kano. Is Kano going to race him? Looks like Kano's finally going to back out there as they're in the middle of it. They'll get DRS though. Not sure if he's going to get the same kind of exit as Bam Bam, who has gone off strategy. Bam Bam and P-Dog, that second group that went an extra lap, they threw on softs instead of mediums like Chargers and Jippo. It's just an extra layer of strategy here. Multiple strategies you can take around Mexico.
I don't think medium's gonna last.
No, I think if they were to throw on hards, that might have worked.
Yeah.
But it looks like
and
these
it's gonna
guys
be
are
really tough too.
Yeah, these guys are all gonna sell out for the two stop, at least a two stop tonight.
As there's a switch between the Williams. Are they on the same party?
I think they are, but I'm not entirely sure. Kano's a one-man party.
Huh.
He's pushing lap 12 on those mediums right now. Coming into the clutches of Fire Up Flow. Fire Up is going to have DRS here, and he is on fresh softs. I don't think this is going to be too difficult as he puts in the fastest lap of the race thus far from back in P6. And yeah, easy as you'd like. Fire Up Flow with the tire advantage, the DRS advantage. He gets around Kano with not much problem. As we head back up to the front, Bam Bam with his tire advantage is closing in on Jippo, down to half a second. Jippo's kept that gap to Chargers at about 2.5, but Bam Bam is coming with a fury at the moment, the Bahamian bullet. Now you would have thought that the Codemasters would have had enough time to put in a patch to get that third DRS zone, but apparently they did not, as Case has spun in the stadium section, and he is a lap down almost. He's just getting passed by everybody right now.
Bam now trying to look up for second place.
Fire Up puts in another fastest lap.
Flying Jippo. Narrate us through it, kitten. Battle for P2.
Ooh. Jippo went a little too deep right there. Just went in a little too deep there. Hit the side pod of Bam Bam. And Bam Bam was going to be able to scamper away from him with the DRS.
That's a good narration. Ooh.
Ooh. Ooh. That is, yes, the emotion of Formula One.
Connors now might lose his 6th place. Losing guy. But he gotta be patient because he's doing long strategy. So
yeah, I wonder what Connors thinking for the rest of this race. If he's gonna just throw on the hards, try to do a one stop when everyone else seems to be going for a 1, or I mean 2. Yeah, you're right. Not sure how much he's gonna have left in these tires though. Probably not a whole lot. He'll ask him to stay out for one more.
I forgot.
Yeah, he started 10th, but I think that's because Sinister Owl lagged out before the start. Is Fire Up Flow with his soft tires. He's putting in some great laps right now. Gets around P-Dog Payton quite easily, and P-Dog was looking at a podium earlier on. Now he's battling for 4th.
SK spins again.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that probably wasn't the smartest move to go no assist today from Case.
Because technically Racing Point's still battling for constructors standings, getting that extra money for next season. He's gonna be on start of February, right? Early February.
Yeah, February. Here, let me look up the exact date.
February 4th. There you go. Mark your calendar, fellas.
Yes, Tuesday, February 4th, Golden Class is back, followed by February 5th and February 6th. We will be doing some streams in the off season. We're gonna have about a 3-month layoff or 2-month layoff. So, yeah, stay tuned for whatever kind of weird stuff we come up with, whether it be F2 races, 25%, stuff like that. Yeah, classic cars. We'll figure that out at a later date. Just hit that bell notification and subscribe to Trinity Competitive Racing on YouTube, and you won't miss a thing. No schedule released yet, so we're not sure where we're going to be going to start the season, but wherever it is.
Yeah, if you want to get some notifications, just follow our Twitter and Instagram. We might give some news regarding the event as well.
Yeah, driver transfers, whatnot. As I said earlier, not sure how it's gonna play out. I know Bam Bam and Chargers are pretty much locked into Golden Class next year, so they'll be moving on up. Chippo has been pretty good, but I think he might stick around for another year here. Same with his teammate Fire Up, P-Dog, Brennan, all these guys. So yeah, stay tuned for all the driver announcements. Plenty of movement goes on. We usually do like a little draft or something, just to keep things fresh. Bam Bam with DRS,
oh, yeah.
Yep. On Chargers. It's gonna get close here. It's gonna be real close coming down the second DRS straight. Bam Bam's tires will probably start to feel the wrath of 7 laps worth of wear in dirty air for the most part. Let's see if Bam Bam can make a move. He can't. He's going to get up right on the gearbox of Chargers. Looks like he might have made a little bit of contact. Look at it. He is all up in there. And Bam Bam knows on this stint he has to get past Chargers if he wants to make this strategy work. Can't waste this second stint on soft tires. Chargers taking a defensive line into the stadium. Bam Bam is going to take a wide line. Let's see if he's going to get him into this hairpin. Bold move from Bam Bam. And Chargers is... Oh, what is going on back here? Is that Jippo now trying to make a move on Chargers as well? They're going to be going side by side here. And Bam Bam's just going to scamper away. Both with DRS. Let's see who's running more wing. Looks like Chippo is. Chargers is going to be able to catch him with the back of Bam Bam. Boy, these guys are close. Now this is what we came for, fellas.
Chargers might also have the tailwind coming from Bam Bam, so that's why he's on the edge. He's having the edge.
We're going to ride on board Chippo, see if Chargers... It looks like he's just going to try to force Bam Bam into some mistakes. Getting right up on the back of him. Chargers still does have a bit of an ERS advantage. Don't want to get into too much dirty air through the S's though, especially with older tires.
But Chargers tires should be more advantageous now.
Yeah. I would say
mediums are doing better on these kind of laps, putting this amount of laps. Almost missed it. Almost hit it, the Chargers.
Yeah, these guys are really going at it. As Steve Freeze is saying, yo. He did join at the right time because absolutely nothing has happened up until this point aside from me making the wrong whatchamacallit.
As the Alfa Romeos, we're gonna have a switch. No, yes, maybe, nope.
Bad blood here between these Alfa Romeos. Looks like they're trying to lock up P3 in the constructors, and I would say they're well on their way to doing so, as long as they don't crash each other.
Oh, as we have actually a 4-way battle for the lead.
Yeah, this is tightened up quite nicely, and P-Dog's only 3 seconds off the back of these guys. So he might be thinking, if he wants to throw on some mediums right now, he might have an advantage towards the end.
Speaking of tire choices, Kana's on softs.
Yeah, we were speculating. We thought he might try to go for a one-stop with everybody else on the two stops, but apparently not.
Apparently not.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I said.
It's Kano. Commentator Curse looks like Kano just lost it at the end of the second sector going into that left-right complex.
Bam Bam goes to the pits for mediums.
Yep, I would imagine. Yep, there are the mediums for Bam Bam. He's going to try to get the undercut on everyone else. I think P-Dog is in as well. He's going to go to the mediums.
Finally, on the first stint, Bam Bam and P-Dog were side by side, racing with each other. Now there's a huge amount of gap between them.
Yeah. But it will be interesting to see how much Chargers, Jippo, and Fire Up kind of hold each other up here. You got to think Fire Up's probably going to get onto those mediums in a lap or two. As Jippo and Chargers should be good for a while.
It might be already too late to cover Bam Bam, but shall see. Because we all know the undercar is very strong here.
Yeah.
Or every track, actually.
We do see, Fire Up is starting to fall back a little bit. These mediums are at operating temperature, maybe getting a little bit warm, but nowhere near as bad as these soft. Is Fire Up. He is not going to come in. He's not going to come in, but Jippo will have DRS on Chargers. Both on the same exact strategy. Jippo did come out about 3 seconds behind him after that first round of pit stops, but he's closed up nicely. Got a nice move from Jippo. Let's see if he can hold off, and he does. Jippo into P1. And Chargers is going to be right on the back of him as we get this beautiful shot from the helicopter. Jippo seals off the inside, and I don't think Chargers is going to have an answer for him just yet. So well done to Jippo, battling back from a few seconds deficit after that first stint. Coming up to P1, and gotta say, W, the race is on.
Yes, indeed.
Love this helicopter shot.
They got a lot of those in Bahrain. Not enough in the USA, apparently.
Yeah. No, I'm not sure how Chargers really wants to play this. I think he knows that he can track down Jippo as he did earlier in the race after Jippo got off to an electric start from P2. And as Fire Up finally does hit the pits, and then he'll be on those mediums as well. Bam Bam will get him no problem. Let's see where Peyton is. So P-Dog, it might slide in behind him. He's going to be close. Coming into turn one here. It's going to be back almost a second as Peyton gets in there real deep. I do see Chargers backing off a little bit now. Back down to about 9/10 of a second, still within DRS zone. But Jippo looks like he's handled his tires just a little bit better.
Maybe Chargers know he can't race flying Jippo just yet because of tire wear and stuff.
Yeah, it might be smart to just take these mediums for a couple more laps. Get yourself into a good position for that final stint on the softs.
And attack later.
Yeah. Saving up that ERS. Is Case in P10 with no assists. Goes 2 laps down. Not the best call, Cotton. As Pro Kart Racer picks up another 3-second time penalty. There are a lot of time penalties. We'll have to check those as we get a little bit later in the race. I know Jippo has 2, 6 seconds worth. I'm not sure about Chargers. I think Bam Bam has at least 1. Fire Up has 1 or 2 as well. So that looks like it might come into play as we reach the the end of this season of this race. Toby, do you know if Jippo has any wins this year?
Ooh. Was it Flying Jippo or Fire Up Flow that has a win? I forgot. Yikes.
It's been a long season. I'm not entirely sure. This is a pretty good performance from both Chargers and Pro Kart Racer, trying to hold on to the top spot in the constructors. As it stands now, they have 9 points on Bam Bam and Renault. Unfortunately, Ineos is not taking part in this race, so it would take something catastrophic to happen down at the Red Bull garage. Perhaps the cartel gets involved in order for Renault to overtake them in the championship standings.
As Case gets the fastest lap. Respectable.
I guess that is the upside to being a lap down in the later stages of the race. He can go out and get himself an extra point. But I would imagine that whenever Chargers and Jippo and even Pro Kart Racer throw on those softs, that they will be able to eclipse that, as Chargers is right up on the gearbox of Jippo once again. Who will flinch first? Who will pit? Will they pit at the same time like we saw on lap 8? Or will we see them staggered out a little bit? Through the S's one more time. It just looks like Jippo has a lot more stability going through those S's. As Kano picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Bit opposite of Flying Jippo.
Let's see what they do here. Oh.
No!
Oh, they're going to both go in at the same time. And no, Jippo! Oh, it's a 5-second penalty in the pit lane. Oh, you hate to see it, Jippo. You hate to see it. Let's see where they come out here. But that might be a death knell for Jippo. And they're going to come out right next to each other. And Pro Kart Racer is going to inherit the lead for the time being, but Bam Bam is tracking him down at a rapid rate on those fresher sets of mediums. Well, Chargers and Jippo have both come out behind not only Bam Bam, but Fire Up Flow in the second Alpha. Jippo will be pretty close to his teammate. Yeah.
For now.
For now, but these tires are going to be a lot better for the remainder of this race, as Jippo, it's all unraveling for him now. Another 3-second time penalty. That's just unfortunate. We hate to see races decided by pit lane incidents like that. Let's check this closing speed for Jippo on his teammate.
As Connor lucky you up still side by side coming up for the...
Oh, yep, and that's going to be Fire Up Flow is going to let him by. Where that caution is.
Escarno and lucky up still.
Oh, it's Case! Oh my god. As Case is disqualified for blocking the pit lane. Looks like he just lost it there. Trying to get into the pits and he had nowhere to go.
Chargers going! Oh, get sandwiched! Oh! Okay, that's a good narration, yes.
Yeah, I was too busy checking out what was going on with Case, almost missed it. We got Chargers with another fantastic move, passing both the Alphas in one fell swoop. And Chargers is not messing around anymore. He's got 5 seconds, 10 laps to cut down on Bam Bam, and I'm sure Bam Bam's not going to make it easy for him whenever he gets there, if and when he does.
Flying Jippo's still driving mad.
Yeah, looking to make an overtake into the stadium section. Jippo really likes passing there, and he goes way too deep into that hairpin. But he will have DRS on the main straight and the back straight, or second straight, however you want to classify that straight. And Chargers with a 1:17.6. It's the fastest lap of the race. Jippo with another 3-second time penalty. I think that's up to 12 for Jippo, but he doesn't care. He really just wants to beat Chargers out on track. You can see the difference in these soft tires to the mediums. These guys were just up next to Fire Up. Now Fire Up is already 2 seconds behind. Let's see if Jippo tries another move heading into this stadium. A little bit of lag. I'm not sure who that was from. He's going to have to try it again on the main straightaway. Jippo just can't get close enough on the straightaways. Even with the DRS, I think Chargers is just running a lot less wing than he is.
Idea.
You're seeing that gap fall under 3 seconds now. Chargers to Bam Bam. Bam Bam's going to be looking in his rearview mirrors for the rest of this race, hoping that these guys take each other out or something.
As it stands now, Flying Jippo might be safe third in the Drivers' Championship, I must say so. But commentators curse and everything, so...
That is true. It's happened a couple times today already. But I mean, I think
when
Jippo,
will we learn?
you know, it's just the way the world works. Is Brennan is just racking up penalty after penalty. I'm not sure where he's going to end up. Pretty soon, whenever this battle dies down between Jippo and Chargers, we're going to have to take a look at the penalty situation. Is Jippo's going to sell him a dummy outside, and Jippo's going to try. Oh, and we got contact. They both keep it on the track, though. That could have been that could have been bad. And this is probably the best case scenario for Bam Bam, just seeing these guys battle it out behind him.
7 laps to go. 6.5.
6.5 to go, and Bam Bam's just hanging on. About 2.5 seconds right now. His Charger is he's starting to see Bam Bam's rear wing get bigger and bigger.
Start to reel it in, boys.
But what a treat. Chargers and Jippo going at it for the duration of this race. Well done to both of them. Nothing dirty. Just some good hard racing. like Jippo's going to be lining up another move here. This is the closest he's been. I think he's going to get him. Yep, he's going to get him. Now they are down within 2 seconds of Bam Bam. Just checking the ERS. Pretty even. Jippo with a little bit more than Chargers has at the moment. Bam Bam with a little bit more than those two. Jippo with another 3-second time penalty. Oh, man. He's got to be up to about 20 seconds in penalties right now.
So Flying Jippo and Broker Racer are racing for penalties.
That's true. I wonder what the maximum allowed is before Jeff gets on the radio and says, hey, you might get disqualified.
I think I saw someone get 32 seconds time penalties too. I don't think there's a limit. Only one way to find out.
That's true.
Tomorrow. Stay tuned for tomorrow.
Tomorrow, the Golden Class race. Let's see who can get the most penalties and not get disqualified. Charger's going to peek out into turn 1. These guys are now within a second and a half of Bam Bam. Oof, Bam Bam's got to be sweating bullets right now. That soft, medium strategy trumps the soft, medium, soft. A lot of thought went into what Bam Bam tries to do today, but got about 4.5 laps to figure out if it works or not. And as that gap increased a little bit over that sector, back up to over 1.5 seconds, 1.7 now as they enter the stadium. And it looks like Jippo is starting to get a little bit of a gap to Chargers, nearly a second.
What would you do if you were Chargers? You're just gonna bounce Flying Jippo out?
No, I mean, I think he probably knows that Jippo has a lot of penalties by now. Does look like he's saving his ERS.
Closer and
look at how
closer,
close
so I don't
that
think
is.
he knows. I'm sorry, kid.
No, yeah, we were riding on board with him for that, and here they are side by side through that first complex once again, and Jippo pushes Chargers a little wide.
Chargers gaining position on the off the track and not in the pit lane.
Yeah, I gotta say, Chargers really didn't have anywhere to go. It looks like Jippo just cut him in, and Jippo, just about loses it. And now he's out of DRS, and he's into the clutches of his teammate Fire Up Flow, who is on these mediums. They're probably firing on all cylinders right now. Jippo's softs are probably starting to wear a little bit with all the racing he and Chargers have done on this final stint. But
he has a lot of ERS though, so he might want to use it in this couple of laps.
Yep. Good news for Bam Bam is he just saw these guys go from about 1.5 seconds back to 3 seconds back in the matter of just one corner. And Pro Kart Racer is out. He was in P6. I'm not sure where he lost that. Let's follow along and looking up. Maybe we can figure out where that happened.
There's quite a gap though between 5th and 7th.
Yeah, it is true.
It's probably the SS. Probably the car's gone now.
Yeah, that's what I'd have to say. Yeah, it's probably gone.
That's how efficient all the stewards are.
I think we just saw some debris on the inside right there. That might have been from poor Pro Kart Racer. Ooh, having a decent race up in P6, but oof. As Jippo has cranked up some of that ERS, he's back within 1 second of Chargers. 3.5 laps to go, or 2.5 laps to go, excuse me, for the rest of this Silver Class season, the inaugural season of the Silver Class. Chargers has been dominant every step of the way from the first race in Bahrain to this race in Mexico. But can Jippo beat him on track. You know he's not going to be able to beat him with the penalties that he has. But I'm sure he would love to go out with being able to say that he beat the season champion. That DRS comes open once again. As Bam Bam, honestly, is not losing much time anymore. I think Bam Bam might have this one in the bag. And Bam Bam gets a 3-second penalty. Oh boy. I have a feeling, I think the Chargers might win this one based on penalties, but that should not take away from the race that Bam Bam has put in.
Jippo still have 2 laps to make his move stick to get on track P2 for bragging rights.
And I think these softs have finally
hardened up.
Yeah, they are even with where the mediums are right now. As Peyton gets a 3-second time penalty. Plenty of penalties. Only 8 finishers, knock on wood, today. Some difficult stuff. This Fire Up gets a 3-second time penalty. You might as well just get all the penalties out of your system now. Chargers does have the fastest lap as well, I believe. As Jippo looks like he's going to have a little bit better of a run here going into turn 1 for the final time. 2019. Jippo gets him. The World Chargers respond. He's got a little bit of ERS left himself. He's going to turn it up here as Jippo opens that rear wing. Unfortunately, Chargers cannot. Bam Bam he has stabilized the gap up there 2.7 seconds. He is going to win on track, barring anything unforeseen. As Jippo goes a little bit wide in that double apex, Chargers going to be right on him. Through the S's, Jippo takes as much curb as he dares. Jippo gets a little loose. He's riding on board with Chargers. And this is Chargers' last chance, and he's going to be right on him. And I think Chargers going to get this move to work. Oh, he's not. Oh, Jippo.
And Fire Up though, looking for another one. That's kamikaze.
Some wheel banging as Bam Bam crosses the line. He wins the Mexican GP. Round 15.
And stays.
Round 15, and he wins over Chargers by 3 thousandths of a second. Once the penalties are sorted out, I don't think Chargers is going to be too thrilled with Jippo and Fire Up. As Fire Up does go on to claim P3. He'll be on the last step of the podium here. P-Dog in P4. Jippo, unfortunately, ends up in P5. Looks like he actually ran on that final lap. Lucking you up, just now coming into the stadium section, as you see the confetti in green, white, and red exploding all over the place. Lucking you up. A solid season for him. He'll end up finishing 4th in the championship. Dolphin Chaser with a P7 on the docket as well. Kano in P8. As for the rest, everyone else died. Well, this is our last glimpse of some silver class racing for the year. Final thoughts as we enter the off season for the youngest class.
Oh, hope to see more drivers coming into the. I mean, I guess 15 races are pretty fun to watch, or maybe more finishers, but we shall see. It is pretty good battle for top.
Yeah, Chargers was so dominant. I think he kind of scared away some of the guys towards the end of the season. I think he won with 3 races remaining. So it's not a huge surprise to see a little patient after that point. We're all competitive here, and seeing Chargers just absolutely kill everybody is I can understand. But that's going to be Bam Bam with his third or fourth victory of the season in round 15, followed by Chargers and Fire Up. 3 thousandths of a second. The Chargers was the only one penalty-free all race. Fire up into P is going to finish P3. P-Dog like a Jippo with 20 seconds worth of time penalties. Who is that? Somebody have... It was 24. Ooh, it was Brennan with 24, so he wins that battle. W has been a lot of fun doing the silver class races with you here this season. In relief for Gade, who is busy with whatever he's busy with, whatever people do in Alabama this time of year. But yeah, for myself, for W, for the entirety of the silver class, this is Kid and Petter signing off one final time. Remember,
For 2019,
Tuesday,
yeah.
February 4th, silver class will be back, followed by golden and platinum in the days following. Until next time, which I guess is probably Thursday. I guess I'll be doing the race on Thursday.
Are you gonna do the race on what?
Yeah, I'm gonna be involved in that on track. So please don't make fun of me when I crash. But for W and everyone in silver class, we thank you for joining us in this inaugural season. Until next time, buenos noches.